like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings' home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Minnesota's offense who will have the football first. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the Little Brown Jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football game.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, you know, the rivalries with Penn State and Michigan State and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that Little Brown Jug.
And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. It's caught. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Keeps it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Bryce Underwood. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing. The run inside. It's Marshall. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll take a shot. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, a little...
Maybe a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. On the run, fires downfield. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Play fake, Underwood. Looking for an open area to his left. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Finds a man on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals downfield.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He unleashes a long one. Pulls in the deep ball. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's held. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Quickly complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Touchdown, Minnesota! Gets it into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Running inside. It's Marshall. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The offense changing the play. Underwood. Skips away from pressure. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Marshall. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Underwood to throw. A little screen to the running back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Might be calling a hot route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Go. Here's the give off the left side. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's right out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. We'll send the tight end in motion. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Throwing, Underwood. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The run inside. It's Turner. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A strike downfield. Wide open on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out. And he has the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key, because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. They'll try to run it in, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just feeds the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, a lot of space. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Tracy. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use wisely. The Gophers will take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Smith with the grab over the middle. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's got him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first.
Timeout.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Underwood. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. The give to the tailback. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 5 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Minneapolis. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And he's wrestled to the ground. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Got the tight end outside. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Underwood. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quarterback keeps it. The ball is out behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Here's a heat. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. Complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Spins away from the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
But not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Deadlocked here in the third quarter, it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Tight end getting vertical. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They take the lead here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Using his legs, it's Marshall. Makes it past the marker. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He wants to change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Marsh. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Underwood. Slings it. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Running inside, it's Marshall. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Marshall. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Might be changing the route. Fourth down, Underwood. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. Big Blue with the answer. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every...
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Run inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go right back to it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Big Blue with the response. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gophers will take their first time out. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Runs through a man. He might have space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game, we got to make plays. He goes to his go-to guy and makes a big play.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. Got him downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that one.
And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And in the now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out. Delivers the stiff arm. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Throwing, Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Underwood. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Quickly out to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside. It's Ford. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Out of the gun, the give to the back. able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's Underwood to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And the missed connection on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll run play action. He's got his man across the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.